We've all faked at some point, be it laughing at someone's terrible jokes or faking a persona to avoid a ticket. You bring a girl around your homie and all of a sudden he's a comedian, but she's still your homie. The truth is we were forced to fake it at some point. It's not our fault. We were meant to be beautiful. Now, I'm not about to pull a Timon and Pumbaa and start glazing someone.
Watch.
40,000.
Yeah. Dollars.
Man, this is my life. I swear.
This one? How much? Yeah, you know. You watch everything.
Yeah, sure. This one,
But the Onuha brothers brought flexing to a whole new level. See, these people follow the same old Tate blueprint where they first find a theme song, then start making content with their shirts off, and lastly, have a really compelling backstory.
It's the first time ever in my life that I did something for a longer period of time. I've been through some obstacles that just changed me, you know.
In the case of Samuel Onuha, he claims that before the fame, he was working a low degrading job in a factory. He would then learn about dropshipping through the internet, and just like that, he made millions in his first try. Just like that, he had youngsters glazing him. I'm talking LeBron level glaze in the comment section. He also collaborated with Jordan Welch, who's like the Steve Jobs of the influencer lifestyle on YouTube. All they had to do was sell a product.
I started investing in stocks about a year ago. Guys, this is crazy. It's now at 1.6 million euros, 419% this year. This month alone, 33% growth, which is insane. Over 400,000 euros. Crazy. And I'm not even a stock guy.
The backstory was their company was based in Netherlands, where they had already made millions doing so. The financial records in the Netherlands said otherwise, but who does the research anyway? Suddenly, he claimed to have a $100 million net worth achieved by running several seven-figure businesses all over the country. Of course, he didn't include his white border business, which turns out made him all the money. Most of it anyway. Regardless, people were buying his course anyway. How else do you explain, despite Andrew facing all these terrible allegations, he's launching a second Hustler University, and I'm sure he'll make millions by doing so.
The Real World 2.0.
Real World 2.0.
2.0 with 2.0. The only reason you went to university, the only reason you wasted 4.5 years of your life to learn things you could have learned online in a month is because you needed a certificate, a piece of paper. If we tell you that we can give you the same certification as any university on the planet for $50 a month.
The blueprint worked for Iman Gadzi, Luke Belma, and now it'll do just fine for the Onuha brothers. As the phrase goes, just milk it if it ain't broken, or don't fix it. It all worked fine, but you can only fake it for too long. As it turned out, they couldn't even pay escorts, who would then sell them out to the police. Now, one thing about Dubai, they don't mess around with criminals. See, when the feds come for you, they already have everything they need. I'm talking bank records and possibly video records. See, the feds raided one of their homes where they found a significant amount of drugs in their possession. And I'm talking dopain level serious. All this trouble just because they didn't pay an escort.
These brothers who have flexed their lavish lifestyle, Rolls Royces, private jets, and tons of money and girls were just arrested in Dubai at their home. These brothers who flexed their wealth online were arrested based off of tips by escorts who were left unpaid. These escorts attended a party at their home in February of this year. When they weren't paid for services rendered, what they did was tip off the police. Brothers were arrested, but because they are foreign nationals, they may get off the hook for the death penalty, but they are still facing decades in prison.
A lot more is coming out about the brothers, as they're said to have contacts with the infamous gang of Ridwan Toji, one of the Netherlands' most wanted criminals according to the court in Dubai. Ridwan Toji was suspected of at least 10 murders related to organized crime, drug trafficking, and other criminal offenses. In February 2024, he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. But according to court in Dubai, the police were informed of suspicious activities around the brothers, who have previously been linked to the underworld and are said to maintain intense contacts with members of the Togi gang. And it's also been exposed that the brothers have earned most of their money through selling courses and no e-commerce company. The moral to the story, fellas, pay your escorts.
Andrew Tate himself fell victim to this when his old videos resurfaced.
Any room I'm in my house, I can produce a weapon. A lot of people ask me, well, Andrew, why do you have a machete next to your bed? And my answer is simple. Why wouldn't I have a machete next to my bed? Why don't you have a machete next to your bed? Some dude, some little pussy-ass dude once said to me, yeah, but if it's next to your bed, what if you like upset a girl and she catches you cheating and gets a machete? Bro, there's no female alive, even with a machete, that would stand a chance against the immense power I possess. Woman do. Slap the machete, slap her in the face. One hand, machete, and then backhand. I perfected this in pimp school. When I got my PhD, we had to practice if a girl comes at you, you cheater, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
Now, the Onuha brothers aren't the only people who perfected the art of faking it. Omi the Hellcat, the once respectable internet mogul, turned out to be scamming the movie streaming industry for the longest of time.
MSRP is over 200,000 on this one. They started like 164 MSRP, but this one is specced out completely. I just couldn't find it in white. This was the first one in the East Coast. I had it first before you take off. Before you offset.
Fancy high-end cars and candid videos. His channel has 500,000 subscribers and his videos have been viewed 35 million times. But those pricey cars aren't sitting in his driveway anymore.
Shayna Omar Carrasquillo is a local man who appears to have hit it big on YouTube. But a raid of his New Jersey property by federal agents last week may strike big trouble for him. Wednesday, November 20th, and the appearance of great wealth collapsed, say neighbors, when FBI agents, seen here in cell phone pictures, hit the place in an early morning raid, hauling the cars away.
We're going to have our day in court now. So finally, I get to not be depressed, not be stressed out anymore.
And about the tax evasion lawsuits, saying the exact amount of money you spent on something doesn't help the case.
What am I paying for this fucking mansion? I'm paying 70k a month, 3.3 million dirhams a year. So that equals about $900,000 a year or something. You guys, what am I paying for this fucking mansion? I'm paying 70k a month. So that equals about $900,000 a year or something. This is all a result of sacrifice. You will never get rich by saving money. You get rich by increasing how much revenue you do and how much profit you clock in. And I wouldn't be Samuel Onuha if I wouldn't show you the proof. So here we have it, guys. Just a little transfer of 1.3 million dirhams. It's 75k, but it comes with some stuff, guys. Guys, this is crazy. It's now at 1.6 million euros, 419% this year. This month alone, 33% growth, which is insane. Over 400,000 euros. Crazy. And I'm not even a stock guy.
Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.
Man, this is my life.